Love. It's different for all of us. It's an emotion, an energy, an ethereal something we physically feel on many, many levels. Falling in love is different for us all, but at the same time, love is so universal. It's something that we all seek and need, but it's also really hard to define. I know it makes us crazy. You think about the love stories, the love songs. Think about the Taj Mahal or the story of Helen of Troy. So it can do some pretty wild things, make us a little bit mad, but what is love? What happens to your body when you fall in love? It all begins when our noses detect pheromones. These are arousal-stimulating chemicals that signal sexual readiness, as in hormone levels and fertility. But that's just the beginning. To find out more, I caught up with sexologist and relationship expert Nikki Goldstein.
When you have those deep, passionate feelings of love, it feels like it overtakes your body. It doesn't feel like you're in control of it and you're choosing to be in love with that person. It's this feeling of a strong connection towards somebody else that you have no control over. But is that hormonally? Because obviously when we're spending time with somebody, if we're having sex with somebody, certain hormones are released that help us to bond. Or is this true love that's everlasting?
Neil and Claudia are young and madly in love, and their romance began in a very ultra-modern way.
I saw Claudia's picture and I realised...
Where did you see my picture?
I saw Claudia's picture on Tinder. But being on Tinder myself, I was like, this wouldn't be the best place to probably approach her.
Neil organised a group date and everything went to plan. Now they run a fitness business together, Mr. and Mrs. Muscle, and are engaged to be married.
Oh, Claudia was gorgeous. Like, from the first time I even saw a picture, I even joked with my mate, I was like, I'm going to marry her. Like, she ticked all the boxes in what I thought the perfect woman would look like for me.
It's safe to assume that it was love at first sight for Neil. And when that happens, the body reacts by increasing the heart rate and pumping bloods to the lips and other erogenous zones. Pupils dilate, skin becomes more sensitive, and you get sweaty palms. But for women, desire works on many levels.
For me, his humour in the group environment really stood out, and he was very inclusive. Because the first time I met him was we did kayaking with in a group environment. So I met him pretty much topless the first time. That wasn't bad on the eye.
After our initial rush of attraction, actually falling in love is an even more physical experience. Our brains flood with feel-good dopamine, the same chemical we experience when we win big at a casino or achieve important things. So if you could change the hormones and tinker them biologically, could you create and manufacture love?
There's a part of me on a scientific level that says yes, then there's a part of me that the hopeless romantic says no.
But all this chemistry is not the exclusive domain of the young. Our very own gorgeous pharmacist, Gerald, has been married to his beautiful Philippa for over 45 years. If the value of love is measured by longevity, these guys are golden.
I think Gerald wanted to take me out before I knew that I wanted to go out with him, but once we went out that first night together,
Yes.
things changed. And after about 6 months, he said to me one night, I think I love you. And I said...
A Prince Charles moment.
I said, and I know I love you.
Oh, and that was it?
Even when couples have been together for decades, the pituitary gland in the brain releases a cocktail of oxytocin and vasopressin into the body during times of extreme passion. And it's these chemicals that have been attributed in part to the success of long-term relationships. Hi, can I come gate crash you a hot date?
Would you like a glass of wine?
Oh, I wouldn't say no. So if love is a drug and it's passion that creates it, Gerald and Philippa, as happy today as the day they got married, must have a few tips. What is the secret?
The secret's time spent together and communication.
Which for the blokes might mean a lot more listening than what they're used to doing. So take that little lesson home for what it's worth, and after about 40 years, you understand what it's all about.
Okay. So more communication, more listening, and
Yes.
just time together.
And lots of romance.
Yes, yes. I think lots of sex is good.
Gerald.
I mean, you have to keep the spark alive, right?
Well, or bushfire in Philippa's case, yes.
Gerald.